guys, today I'm just going to do a pretty and pink makeup tutorial for you. I hope that you enjoy it and like the look, and I'm just going to get straight on into it. So I'm just going to start off by putting on some of my Herbalife line minimizing serum. Just put this all over my face before I put on my moisturizer. The moisturizer that I'm using is just my Ultra Lift Day Cream from Garnier. It smells like dessert, feels like you could eat it. Then I'm just using my Skin Perfection from L'Oreal. I just put this under my eyes to get rid of those dark circles and just brighten them up a little bit. Then I'm just going to be putting on some of my Prime and Fine from Catrice. This is a green color corrector and a primer. I just like to kind of put that around the bottom of my face, some of the main areas where I tend to get a little bit more redness and where I find that my foundation tends to come off after a little bit. Just circulating it around there and anywhere where I think that I have a few blemishes. For foundation, I'm just going to be using my Rimmel Lasting Finish foundation. I wanted to use this one because I showed it in my last haul video, and since then I've tried it and I've liked it very much, so I would recommend this. I like the coverage of this. I tend to find that it lasts quite long throughout the day. I'm just blending this out with my oval blending brush from Primark. I like the texture that these give. Mine actually needs a little bit of a clean, as we can see. Yeah, I'm just using this to blend it out, just making sure that I have an even complexion all over. Then I'm going in with my smaller oval blending brush. This one's also from Primark. Just using this to get into those smaller areas, like in the crease of the nose. Then I just wanted to use my cream contour kit, which I got from Primark. Never used this before. I used it for the first time in this video. And as you'll see now, I don't really like the white lightening kind of concealer color. I try to use it in different ways to see if I liked it at all for anything, but I didn't find the payoff to be very good. I had to rub my brush in a lot to get any of the product off. The best purpose that I really found for it was just brightening the inner corner of the eyes, but it does not work as a concealer, and even though I like the brown shades in here, it's probably not something that I would purchase again. Just using my Primark foundation here. It's in the shade Ivory. I just wanted to use this to do a little bit of contouring. I just grabbed it because it was right next to me and the previous product hadn't really worked that well for me. So I'm just putting this under my eyes, kind of a triangle shape, then just above the lip there, on the top of my head and on the sides of my cheek, kind of below my cheekbone, and just on the brow bone there. Or having a little dance, enjoying my music as I normally do when I get ready. Now I'm just going to go in with this little blending brush. It's actually an eyeshadow brush from Primark, but I like to use it to blend out the foundation just a little bit more before I go in with my blending brush, just so that not too much of the product gets picked up on the brush and it all stays on my face and is nice and even. Just using my small oval blending brush to blend that all out, trying to keep the product more or less where I put it so that I don't end up looking like a snowman. And then just at the bottom of my cheeks there, blending up towards the cheekbone, kind of leaving a line there that's going to act as a guide when I do my contouring. Then just briefly going back in with my larger oval brush just to make sure that it's all blended together nicely and there aren't too many sharp edges. Now I'm going to be using the contouring color from that same cream contour kit from Primark, just taking the one end of that same blending brush and drawing a line from the ear down towards the mouth along my cheekbone. That is where I'll contour. Then I'm also going to place that at the bottom of the cheeks, on the top of my head, along the sides of the nose, and just a little dot in the center of my chin. And I'm just going to blend those areas out afterwards, accentuating those and contouring that face. I did kind of have the same problem with this brown color that I had with the lightning white color. Just didn't find the payoff to be really good. Had to put my brush into the color quite a lot in order to get a decent amount. And I did find that there's no real big difference between the bronzing and the contouring color in the palette. I'm just taking my big oval blending brush again and blending those out. Just pushing my tongue against the chin to make sure that no foundation gets stuck in any creases. Blending out towards the hairline. Kind of actually using the blending brush as a hairbrush as well, it seems. I don't know why I didn't put my headband in today. Trust the headband. I'm going to make sure that this is properly blended out so that your face doesn't look muddy. Just taking the smaller oval blending brush again just to do the nose so that I can try and keep the contour color kind of where I put it and just slightly more blended in. Now I'm going back in with that lightening color, trying to use it again almost as like a highlighter on my nose. Taking my trusty L'Oreal matte pressed powder, just putting that underneath my eyes. I tend to do this in case there's any spillage later on. It's much easier just to brush it off, and as well as this, just like to set my foundation under my eyes, above my mouth and on my chin. Using my Kiko eye primer just on my eyes, kind of taking that up because I do want to have my eyeshadow go a little bit up the eye. Don't really need to use too much of this. A little bit of this product does go a long way. Then just moving on to the brows, I'm using my spoolie from Primark. And I do apologize, I know that my eyebrows do look quite bushy. I have been trying to grow them out. It has been very challenging not to pluck them and try and get those little strays, but I'm trying to let more of the hair grow so that I can reshape my eyebrows because they've been over plucked in the past. Now I'm just going in with my collection. This is actually an eyeliner pen and I haven't used this before, but it's in the shade 7 I think, and I thought that it would be something interesting to try on the brows because often I find that my liquid brow products don't always last that long, so I wanted to see if an eyeliner was more effective for this. One thing that I did find was that with the tip of the pen while drawing, obviously it tends to get a little bit of the foundation on when you're drawing your brows, so initially the color is more pigmented and then becomes less so. Push a little bit harder to get that payoff. Just using the other side of that same spoolie brush and a brown shade from my Oh So Special palette. That is the Eye Divine palette from Sleek, and just kind of blending these all together. Using that same Oh So Special palette, I have just dipped my brush into, it's kind of a whitey, very light beige shade, just putting that all over the eyelid and using this as kind of a base for the rest of the colors that I'm going to be applying afterwards. Then from the same Oh So Special eyeshadow palette, I've just picked up the shade Pamper. This is kind of a very light salmon-y color, and I'm just placing this all over the eye, slowly building it up. Then from the same palette, I'm just taking the shade Ribbon and starting to build this up in the corner of my eyes. I am using my Essence blending brush, and I'm just slowly picking some up on the brush and adding more and more as I go along. Putting this on the outer corner of the eyelid, and then in the inner corner. Kind of realized that I needed a smaller brush, so I've gone in with the other double end of that blending brush from Primark. Then I'm taking a clean fluffy blending brush, also from Primark, sensing a trend here, and I'm just blending this all together, not completely but just lightly, and then brushing out towards the outer corner. Just picked up a little bit of this brown eyeshadow from the Oh So Special palette. You can see it just on the outer corner of the eye there. What I've done now is I've just slightly wet my brush so that the shade becomes more pigmented when I put it on my eye. I'm using the color Organzia. It's also from the same Oh So Special Sleek eyeshadow palette. I really love this palette so much. As you can see, all of the shades are from there. They just work really well together. Just going back in and picking some more of this and kind of patting it onto the eye, and sometimes bringing it down, not blending it upwards, but just bringing it down to get the most out of that color. Just taking in a little bit more of the color Ribbon and placing it back into the corner of the eyes just to darken that up. We could hear the music that I was actually listening to here. I think this was a crazy deep house break. Then in the corner of my eyes, I'm just going to be using my MUA Radiant Cashmere highlighter. I just find that this brightens and opens up the eyes, and I'm going to use this a little bit later on the rest of my face. Just think that this will give me an all-round golden glow. For my first coat of eyeliner, I'm just going to use the Estee Lauder Pure Color Intense Casual Eyeliner. I think that is how you say that. Definitely could be wrong. And this is in the shade number 1, Blackened Black. I kind of like to use a pencil liner, and after that I'm going to go in with my liquid liner and neaten it up. So this is just a base, and it doesn't matter if it's not that neat. Just putting this on my waterline as well, just to intensen the look a little bit more. To intensify the eyeliner, I'm just using my liquid liner pen. This is from MUA, and as you can clearly see, I fuck my eyeliner up every time. Just gradually fucking it up some more, and then trying quite hard to fix it without becoming the Queen of Egypt in 0.5. Quite a big blob of eyeliner went underneath the eye, and I was like, you know what, I meant to do that anyway. I'm just going to take my little flat blending brush here. This one is from New Look, and I'm just going to blend that out because I was going to darken bottom anyway. Darkening the top again with that same ribbon color from the palette, any eyeshadow that might have come off when I was putting on the eyeliner. Then just at the lower inner corner of the eye, taking that same Pamper shade from before and just swooping that out across the bottom of the eye. I am just going to start apologizing in advance for what you're about to witness, a big fuck up of eyeliner and fake lashes applied off screen. So I'm back. After attempting to apply my false lashes with my newly applied false nails, I ran into a a small faux pas, let's call it, and ended up needing to apply way more eyeliner than I had originally intended to ever use at once. Then I am just taking my MAC pressed blush. I'll link the shade below, I can't remember it off the top of my head, and just lightly blending that in to my cheeks, smiling a little bit just to identify where the apples of my cheeks are. Then I'm just taking my angled blending brush from Primark, and I am using my matte bronzing powder from NYX. I'm just putting that on the cheekbones, the top of the head, along the bottom of the cheeks, a little bit on the nose, and just kind of brushing that all over the face, taking my bigger kabuki brush and just blending those all together. Oh, I love my MUA highlighting powder. This is just the same shade, the Radiant Cashmere, that I used in the corner of my eyes before. Just using my fan brush. Not sure where this one's from. I got it at TK Maxx, but I can't remember the brand. It's something I've never heard of before. Just dipping it in there again and again, really. You can never have too much highlighter. I find that this might actually not be the right brush to use, because if I put my finger into the product I get a lot off, but the brush doesn't pick up as much at once as I would like, because I want to fucking make my entire face shine like the sun. So I dip it in about 20 times, just applying that really all over. Gotta take a little bit off, that was a bit too much. Then to outline my lips, I am just using my Clinique Pink Tang lip pencil to sharpen that up quickly before. Somehow my lip liners are always so blunt. I'm just outlining my lips here. I don't like to overline. Initially I would prefer to outline correctly and then overline slightly afterwards, like building it up. Then I've just put that shade all over my lips. I tend to find that this is a good base for the next color that I put on top of it. Then I'm using my Moisture Rich lipstick from PS. This is in the shade Marshmallow, such a cute name, and apparently it comes with vitamin E and shea butter, so a little bit of a nourishment for the lips. I do sincerely apologize for the state of that eyeliner. Wow, lady. Then I'm just using my Max Factor Color Elixir Giant Pen Stick in the shade Princess Rose, and I couldn't open it. I said that I would use this when I did my beauty haul just to test it out. I do actually really like it. It was only £1. I found that for this look, the type of ombre-ish effect I was going for, I should have not put as much of the darker color on. Then I meant to grab my Kiko's Super Gloss and I got the eyeliner instead. That would have been quite a dry lip look. But I'm just taking that gloss, it's in the sparkly transparent color, and putting that all over my lips. So guys, this is the finished Valentine's Day look. I hope that you enjoyed that tutorial and that it inspires you guys to do some looks of your own. Let me know in the comments if you guys have some of your own videos that you do. I would love to check them out. So this is the more cutesy, pinky, lovey style Valentine's Day look. Hope that you guys enjoyed the tutorial. If you did, you know what to do. Subscribe, hit the bell. I'll leave all of my other links for my website and my other social media down below if you guys want to check that out, and I also would have linked all the products that I used from this tutorial down there, all the ones that I can, mostly Primark. Often I can't link it down there because they don't have the links on their site. But thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys soon.